And a good evening to everybody. Jewel here with a tropical update for the Atlantic at this time. And look here, we got Tropical Storm Kyle. Tropical Storm Kyle. Along with Tropical Storm Josephine. Now, if we have another system to develop, it will be named Laura. It will be named Laura. Well, up here, from the National Hurricane Center, Tropical Storm Kyle has now got 40-mile-per-hour winds. The pressure is 1,008 millibars, 37.7 north, 71.7 west if you're tracking. It's moving east-northeast at 17 miles per hour. Then we have Josephine. Josephine's winds are still 40 miles per hour. The minimum central pressure is 1,004 millibars, 17.8 north, 56.1 west, moving west-northwest at 16 miles per hour. Now, as we look at the tracking map for Tropical Storm Kyle, this is Kyle, Tropical Storm Kyle. You can see it's going to remain a tropical storm. I'm going to give you all the ins and outs in just a moment when we take a satellite view of each of Kyle and Josephine. By Monday, it should start to be subtropical as it moves on out, and it's looking like it's not going to be a threat to anyone, but I've got more to tell you about it. Now, as we look at the tracking map for Tropical Storm Josephine, you can see it still is a tropical storm, should turn into a depression sometime Sunday afternoon or really in the early morning hours of Monday. Remain that way and then get post-tropical as it moves on up, takes this curve, and looks like it's going right over Bermuda, but it should be nothing but rain. You might have a few gusty winds in Bermuda, but for the most part, it's just going to be a big old rain maker. Now, to the right, this is Tropical Storm Kyle. I don't know if all of the pictures been put together yet. Nope, it hasn't. So let's just go back so you can get the first good view of it right quick. This is the best view of Kyle to the left over here that I can get for you. But this is what's happening with it. Kyle's moving real quickly, as we've just seen, east-northeastward. Now, it's along the northern portion of the Gulf Stream. That's why it blew up. Now, its feature as a tropical storm is likely tied to how long it remains over these warm waters, folks. Now, a mid-latitude trough will continue to steer Kyle generally east-northeastward for the next few days, and then a speed-up should occur in the way that it takes off. It should travel much faster, and it should be no threat to the U.S. as well as the Canadian Maritimes. Now, sometimes around 72 hours out from now, it should either merge with or be absorbed by a larger extratropical low-pressure system. Remember I told you a while back when I was tracking this thing down days ago, I thought it was going to get pulled up by a low? Well, that's looking what it's just going to do. But, however, top winds as of now, when they reach their peak, should get around 50 miles per hour. We'll have to wait and see if the cooler waters make it die down and start to disintegrate, or if it moves enough that it doesn't bother it. But I think it will probably disintegrate, and the highest winds as of now will probably get up to 50 miles per hour. Now to the right, we got Tropical Storm Josephine right over in here. Now, the circulation of Josephine is still closed, as you can tell. It's still closed. And the center a little further to the north. Now, Josephine should continue west-northwestward as it approaches a weakness in the subtropical ridge in about 48 to 60 hours out. Then slowly turn northward. Now, the increasing shear means Josephine is just about out of time to intensify any more after 72 to 96 hours out. Looking like Josephine's top winds now are only going to be around 45 miles per hour. However, though, if you live in the Leeward Island area, you need to pay attention. Do not let your guards down. And Josephine's got a good possibility of bringing heavy rain to the Leeward Islands, the Virgin Islands, and Puerto Rico as it passes to the northeast. So if you're in the northern portion of the Leeward Islands and around the Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico, you could get some heavy rainfall out of this. So be aware of that. You might even get a gust or two of wind, but I don't think it's anything that you're not going to be able to handle. Everyone, please keep abreast of what's going on with Josephine. And so far as that goes, with Kyle, I think Kyle's not going to be any threat to any of us at all. I do think Josephine will bring a lot of rain to these places it does pass by, with some gusty winds, and by the time it gets up to Bermuda, it's just going to be a nasty rainmaker with a gust or two. And that's a look at the tropical update. Tomorrow I will try my best to include the Eastern Pacific. I will try to get them all in for you. If you're into the weather, you want to know what's going on with daily forecasts, tropical systems, watches and warnings, severe weather, please click subscribe, click the bell, and check off all to ensure you get all my latest videos as I put them out. Thank you so much for subscribing, all my new ones, all my old ones. Much peace, love, and kindness to each and every one of you, and may each of you have a good evening, a blessed evening, and a safe evening. Thank you so much for watching.